feel that this whole situation, guys, is it's like an episode of Dallas, isn't it? Every time it just seems absolutely ridiculous, and I don't know how the royal family are actually coping with all this debacle. I feel it's become intuitively. I feel this has actually become so out of control that I don't feel that William knows how to approach this anymore. I don't feel that William knows how to approach this anymore, and I just feel that where is this all coming from? And I think I've mentioned this in previous readings that it feels as if Harry has got some kind of vendetta against someone in the royal family. Hi there, everyone. Somebody in the royal family. It seems like Harry's just got this vendetta. I just don't know how this is going to pan out. I'm sure on a kind of monthly basis we're going to hear kind of more and more. I don't know what your feelings are on that. What you feel is this vendetta, but I get that there's been exchanges in the past of hatred towards his father, unresolved conflict there. That there is this kind of, you're not my son, you're not even a royal kind of thing. All these things that Charles has said to Harry. I think as Harry's getting older, it's like when we do get older and we kind of resent, that you've just said it as I said it there, Mary. Maybe it's resentful. Yeah, I feel it is. I feel that he's resentful of the way now he's getting older, and he's got his own child here, Archie. I actually feel there's resentful here of his father, and thinking about his mother, the way that his mother was treated, and because Meghan is very much a she is a feminist. She'll definitely be on Diana's side here of the way she was treated, because obviously yeah, I mean, you just cannot treat you cannot feel that your children are going to be naive forever. And I know this is quite deep, but you can't treat your children like they're stupid, and it's your children are never going to grow up. That is so naive of the parent. But I don't feel that Charles ever grew up, and this is why he thought that he could get away with this. All along, it is, so kind of naive to think this is not going to affect, come directly back at Charles in the future. Very naive. Children grow up. They don't forget these hurts. They don't forget these hurts. They don't forget these pains that they saw. You don't forget things like your parents arguing, and your mother throwing herself down the stairs, and you don't forget your mother having bulimia and throwing up in the kitchen, and getting up in the middle of the night and then throwing up. You don't, you don't forget that, all those things as a child. And as you get older, you kind of think, gosh, I understand. I kind of understand why my mother did that now. And I'm sure that Meghan would be saying, I can understand that why your mother did that, and why, all these kind of torments that she kind of went through. So funny, I know this goes deep, guys, but it is quite deep, and there is some kind of vendetta. I'm picking up vendetta, resentfulness, especially he's got his own child now. He's got Archie, Um, and that's why I've actually called this the end of the royal era, because all of these unjust things that happened and Harry witnessed. I feel if he loves Meghan and Meghan loves Harry, they will talk about this. They will talk about this. And if they have children together, they will actually talk about these things that their parents did, and the mistakes that their parents did, and what they will not actually do in the future, and how it affected them. Absolutely. And so this could be a little bit of a dangerous phase, guys. It could be a dangerous phase. The next phase. Depending on the level of resentment. Level of resentment. I don't know what you think. And I've got myself some juice here. It is juice. It's oh gosh, I don't think I could never touch a glass. I like a glass of wine, but I really cannot drink the wine just now. I'm just I will tell you when I'm better about this virus, but I'm just relaxing here on the sofa, and I just wanted to stay in contact, especially getting these intuitive energies that come through, and wanting to share these with you, and not doing a radio show, because I don't feel like I'm in touch with you guys by doing that. I'd rather come like face to face. So I hope you can put up with my pasty face and no makeup, and in my jumper and all of that. Yeah, I've got lots of juice that I'm drinking. Yeah, so intuitively, things are getting a little bit deeper. And I feel there is an undercurrent here of anger, because William is his father's son. William is his father's son, although he doesn't agree with his father. I think he is next in line to the throne. So William has been groomed to be the future king. So he's very protective of the crown, and very protective of keeping it very traditional here. So let's have a look at your comments here before we go further. This may be a bit of a long one, guys. Here, okay. My hair's a mess, I know. Let's have a look here. HR8 Princess Tiffany, hi. Hello, Yvonne. Feeling better, I hope. Not really, but I wanted to come on to see you. It's one of those books that's going to last for about 2 or 3 weeks, I think. I hope you're, you're looking well, thank you. Thank you for bringing this information to light. I appreciate all you do, and everyone on here. Much love to you all. Yes, well, much love to all of you, and I think you kind of know how much I adore my followers, and all of that kind of thing. That's nothing kind of new. But I was getting this. When I get intuitive energies, they tend to come through as sometimes quite intense. You know, they come through as quite intense, and I kind of sometimes I'm getting I feel these feelings of frustration, hurt, anger. Now I get this with Harry because I think because it's his first child. Here, you know, when you get your first child, you actually look back at your own child for some reason, don't you? I think all that emotion of having your first child, how could my father even think of doing that? You know, think of doing that to my mother. You know, that kind of thing. That's what I'm picking up here. How can my father even think about that? And I think I get words exchanged here, and I feel this is why Charles has not been to visit sooner than he should have visited with Camilla, because I feel that there has been words exchanged. Is Harry suing the paparazzi? I haven't picked that up yet about that, but I don't know. I didn't pick that up. I've not read that. So what I do pick up is actually trying to push. Harry's trying to push his idea of how he feels the royals should go forward. No, I'm not actually. I will get well, don't worry. I feel that Harry is pushing this forward in a way, in a modern way that he thinks it should be, which is, well, he feels that Harry is Harry, and Harry feels that the royal family should have freedom, should have, should be able to do what they like. They don't have to marry somebody traditional. They don't have to, although they did have a big white wedding. He feels that, he wants to go against all these kind of rules, and and decide it's becoming kind of quite. It's like everything is opposite to what it should be. And this is what I get. Everything has to be opposite to what it should be. How William does things, how Charles does things. Everything has to be different. Okay. So I get that. Is this why he chose this kind of wife? Because he feels that, Meghan has gone through a similar thing, and she believes in expression, expression of oneself, especially mental health. So there is this like pushing this modernization with Harry and Meghan, and Charles is completely different, as we know, and also William is completely different to. Well, I just feel that, as I've said before, that that they just would not agree with having a surrogate to carry a royal child, and Meghan and Harry feel like that is something that is our choice. It's nothing to do with anybody else. I'm not in line to the throne. There's even questions whether I'm actually Charles's son, and all of this kind of thing. Yeah, so that there is this backlash here. Now, I do feel that this is natural when you get your own children. You question, especially if you've not had good parents, why did they do that? Why did Charles treat my mother like that? That's just diabolical. And all of this. Okay. But yeah, at the moment, he's very solid with Meghan in terms of they've just had this child together. It kind of cements their union together. In terms of deciding, we will show our child to the public when we are ready, and actually, it's something that William finds quite gross and appalling, that they want to sell their pictures to Hello Magazine and all of these talk shows. I don't know, you have in America, and actually want to do that when they present the child to the public. So they are going to be asking for like millions of pounds for these interviews. I feel that William is like, it's what's the word? It's not appalling. It's oh gosh, I don't know. Anyway. It does not, that kind of thing does not happen with the royals, because it's about the public, and showing the public lovely photographs that we have taken, kind of thing, and not waiting to actually, yeah, crass, that's the name, crass. Okay. Thank you, Tanny. That's the word that I was looking for. Yeah, it's too crass. It's too crass. It's cheap. It's just, it seems like it's greedy, that kind of thing, And but then again, Meghan's not royal, and this is how she thinks. She thinks that this is how this is going to be. Okay. So there is this rift. There is a rift between Charles and Harry, and William and Harry. They all find it cheap, crass. It's not the sort of thing that we do, and it's yeah. It's Towdy. It is, and it's Towdy. That's also what, and this is why William wants to does not want to join forces with Harry and Meghan, and Harry's upset about his brother not wanting to kind of have anything to do with them at this point, because we do have this, there is speculation that this baby, when it was first introduced to the public, that the speculation that this was a copy, it wasn't a real baby, and I've done a reading on that myself. And there's people saying, yes, it was a real baby, that kind of thing. So is it the end of an era, of a royal era here? Because is Harry going to go further with this? Sorry, am I showing showing my? Sorry about that, guys. I'm being a bit towdy too. um, so is it? Yeah, is it something that's kind of? I feel it's associating William associating with this craziness. It kind of cheapens. It's kind of cheapening the royal family, and I don't feel that. I don't feel that William wants to get into any arguments, because he's already said, what are you doing? And you can't do that. You can't do this. And Meghan is saying, yes, we can do this. It's our choice that we can do this. And it's our private lives. And if we want to, we don't have to. And also, they've made a promise to this Gale person, that the first baby photographs to be published will be from this show. So they've signed an agreement that none of their baby photos will be shown to the public. So that's another reason that they could have used a kind of replica doll, or because they would have said to Gail, we have to introduce Archie to the world, but we're not going to show Archie. We're going to use a copy or a double, because there has been these contracts that have been signed, that you're not allowed to show this, or we will not pay this money. And this is what they find Towdy. Okay, this is what Prince William, Kate, and Charles find absolutely Towdy about this. Yeah, so yes, but if they've signed agreements to say our first baby photos will be with whoever, because we're getting like 2 million from or Oprah, or I think there has been agreements here. They've got to be careful about introducing that baby to the public. And this is what I'm picking up here, because William they don't think like that. They are very traditional, and that the first people to see the baby would be the British public. Absolutely, okay. And also, you would get Kate taking her own photographs and putting the photographs on their Twitter, or that kind of thing. Because we've got now the war here. The wars between Sussex'S Instagram and the Cambridge's Twitter, which is absolutely ridiculous. We don't. I also get here. We don't have to be in line to the throne to be more popular. No, I do get that. Okay. And suck it up, suck it up, royals, because your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. This comes from resentment to the way that Harry feels like he's been treated. He's told his father, I hate you, I hate you. In the past, I hate you. And a number of times he said to his father that I hate you. And and all these, I feel all these feelings coming up, especially having a child of their own, will be, I don't care if we are going to be more popular than the royal family, more popular than William, more popular than Charles, more popular than, then so be it. That's what I get here. Then so be it. Because, when they do publish the first photographs that they're going to get millions for, by the way, they are selling those photographs. They are going to go absolutely viral, absolutely viral. Not only are they going to make money on by selling interviews, they're going to make money by becoming viral on Instagram. They're going to make millions. Okay. So let's have a look here. Alethea, I understand why Harry is angry at the whole family, but I don't understand why he's so angry at his brother, who has only ever been supportive of him. Because he doesn't like his wife. That's it. Plain as day. He doesn't approve of Meghan. And I think that's the reason why. How dare you say that about my wife? This is the person that I've chosen. And I feel that he feels like with Harry, he never feels good enough. Harry never feels good enough. He's always like the joke of the family, and this has kind of definitely got worse as time has gone by. So when you're treated badly and you get treated like the joke of the family, you're not going to forget about that. When you become successful and you show your family, look at me, how successful I am, you're not going to forget how you was treated, like the leper of the family. You're not going to forget that. So there is this kind of, we are going to be much more famous than you, William. I get that from, Meghan hates the fact of what William has said about her. That's something she hates, is that it's created this rift between Harry and William, and also Meghan and Kate and William and their children. Um, so I feel this is a crusade, guys. Now we have a crusade here that Meghan wants to be global. Meghan wants to be global. Meghan wants to be so famous than anybody in the whole world. This is how Meghan, this is what drives Meghan. And if that means kind of knocking William off his kind of throne there, she will do that. Or knocking William off the popularity, then Meghan has no qualms about that. She will do that. She will do that. And I feel that Meghan and Harry are much more popular than Charles and Camilla. Not a problem there. But when it comes to William and Kate, I just feel that William doesn't want his joker brother to, there is this with William. William does not want his joker brother who's not got a master's degree, who's not been to St Andrews University, to be cleverer than him. And, it's like there is a big ego here. I don't want him to be bigger than me, be more famous than me. So there is this war here between the Sussex'S and the Cambridges to actually get more followers here. So and there will be this war. There'll be people who follow Kate and William, will follow them and support them. And there will be this huge crowd to actually follow Meghan and Harry with their Instagram account. Okay. And this is like when they're doing this deliberately to slowly get people very kind of worked up. What does this baby look like? We want to know what this baby looks like. We've only seen the feet so far. So they're kind of taunting, like dangling carrots in front of the public. Come to our Instagram account. Go to see this on a Hello magazine or wherever they're selling these photographs, and that these photographs will go viral. Okay. And it's like I would say it's more of a lifestyle kind of following Meghan and Harry is like watching their lives, basically, like their lifestyle. Because a lot of us can relate to having very kind of dysfunctional families, and that kind of thing. And we can relate to that. So they're going to get quite millions of followers that are going to follow their lifestyle. Okay, follow their lifestyle. Where they're going to live, Malibu or wherever they choose, LA, what their place, follow them in Frogmore Cottage, and all of these things they will be selling to actually make them popular. So yeah, so there is this kind of this popularity, good or bad popularity. So I don't feel the royal family would go on to the title of this here. The end of this royal era with Archie and the Sussex'S rule, because that's what I feel, and that's what I feel here intuitively, that this is what's going to happen, guys. this is what's going to happen, is that you know, these pictures, these interviews that come out are going to be so popular. It's going to leave the royal family behind. And the royal family have tried to prevent this. They're trying to prevent this. But you know what Meghan's like? She's not going to allow anybody to prevent her from being so successful, and her family and her son and all of that. Okay. She's not going to allow that. She's not going to allow that, guys. They will, they will, they will succeed. They will succeed. They will overtake. They will overtake the royal family, and they will race ahead. They will leave William and Kate way behind with their kind of you know, with their popularity. They're going to do exactly what the royal family don't want them to do. And it is, somebody said there, Anne Taylor, the War of the Roses. I should have titled it there. But I do feel that Harry's got a vendetta. He's got his own child now. He doesn't like to be called the Joker. He doesn't like to be treated like the laughing stock of the royal family. And you know, and Meghan is showing him a ladder to climb here. So I just, this is what I feel, that this Archie and the Sussex'S will actually rule. They're going to rule. And whether the royal family like it or not, they're going to be far more popular than William and Kate. And I feel that the way that they're doing this is crass. Somebody said it's crass and vulgar. The way they're doing this, I think the normal public, everyday person, doesn't mind, you know, this kind of crassness, this dysfunctionality, because they can relate to that in their own families. You know, we get these reality programs on the TV and all this kind of thing, and we do follow those things. And yeah, why can't she put a stop to this? I don't think she can put a stop to it. It's as they said, it's the Meghan effect, and now there's a baby here, and now she's kind of, Harry's saying, I know, I'm not going to be the fool of the family anymore, you know, to be kind of laughed at. You know, and I feel that William just wants to keep the royal family very kind of low key, country people, and that kind of thing. But got no chance with. I mean, Archie's just going to be. He's going to be such a great looking lad. He's going to be very attractive. And he's going to be very confident, and very good at public speaking and all of this. He's going to, yeah, he's going to be very confident boy. There's no way that Harry's going to bring up his son like he was brought up, like a laughing stock of the family. Absolutely not. And with the mixed race, you know, also they're going to be very popular in these, you know, all these African kind of states, and you know, You know, they're going to be very famous. They're going to be very popular. Okay. I don't see. I see a beach house. I see Malibu. I see maybe even a like a ranch type house not far from the beach in Malibu. I see that child growing up like that kind of environment, very happy, horses, water sports, very into sports, intelligent too. I get this child very intelligent, world affairs, that kind of thing. So, going to be a surprise, guys. This is going to be a surprise that the Sussex'S will overtake William and Kate in their popularity, and watching that boy grow up and all of this, and it's going to be like a lifestyle kind of you know, you get these lifestyle channels that what you're going to wear today, what you're doing next week, where are you going, and all this kind of thing. Not as an everyday kind of thing, but it's going to be like that. And I feel William and Kate are just going to be, but they're quite happy with that. I think William and Kate are happy to be low key, and but they are trying to stop this with Harry, and they're not going to stop it, guys. They're trying to dumb it down. They're trying to stop it. They're not going to stop it. They're not going to stop it. Okay. They're not going to stop it. I also will do a reading about Meghan and Meghan as a mother, which is going to be quite shocking and quite surprising, because it's not going to be what you think. So I will do a reading on that too another day. In terms of this title here, the intuitive energies that I get, when will this end? It's not going to end. It's not going to end for a while. Dominique, it's not going to end, because I feel that once they get their independence, and they're trying to stop that, they're trying to stop them becoming rogue, but they can't stop them. You know, Meghan has got a right to be who she is. We've got this Oprah Winfrey mental health thing coming out. We've also got this other show in America. I think their life is going to be in America, and that kind of thing. I think that Meghan is just doesn't want this English, what they're trying to force upon her with the royal family. I think, are they prepared to give it their titles? Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. They will fight for the titles. The second child she's going to carry herself, because it didn't work out with the surrogate, did it? Too many complications. The public could see that she's not pregnant. Okay. The public could see that it was, you know, all this mess up here when the baby was born, all the delays and all this kind of thing. They're not going to do that again. The second one is she's going to carry the second one. So we'll look into that too. Okay. And quite soon, if not already, she's pregnant. Okay. I picked up she was already pregnant, but I meant that may be wrong, but I get it will be quite soon, because I think she wants to carry her own child, because she wants the titles for her children without coming from, without a child being born from a duchess, the wife of Prince Harry. That child will not have a title, and I think they didn't even think about that before. But I think if one is given a title, the other one will be given a title, so there'll be lots of questions. They don't want this lie to come out. They don't want this surrogate situation to come out ever. So they would have to give the titles to eventually both of these children. I thought she was sterile. I think I think there's ways to have children. IVF. I don't think they have fully gone into that. There are fertility problems, but I think it's going to be a surprise. I feel that a second child she will carry. Yeah. Well, I think that's where they're coming, is to America. I feel that's where they're also going to be global too. Lots of traveling and that kind of thing. Um, I think what I get with Meghan, when you say it's not love, I feel that it's when you get narcissists who get married, okay, they generally get married. It's like a contract. It's not love. It's like a contract. It's like, I can do this for you. You can do this for me, and this will work out as like a contract. That's what marriage is like for people who are narcissists. Okay. And I think it works well like that. It's like, let's say if Meghan is a narcissist, she would say to Harry, I can give you great sex. We can have, I can be this great supportive person for you, help you in your future. Okay. If you can supply me with this. And I feel this is what this is. It's a contract, but I do feel that Harry does love her, because she is doing everything she is doing everything to help Harry, and she's getting a lot in return. It is like a contract to Meghan. Okay. I can give you children, Harry. I can give you a son. We can have a family, but it doesn't mean that it's love. It's not, it's like a contract. You can supply me with this great life of a royal, become a duchess, and she can pretend to love Harry. She can pretend to be very supportive, very kind of loving, and the best kind of confidant, that she could be. But that's the exchange. That's the contract. So it's like what they can do for each other. I think a lot of royal families, royal people do that, and it's nice if they can marry for love. Of course, it's great if they can marry for love, but they're always careful who they marry, what family they marry into. Sometimes it's arranged way back, that they should get married to this particular prince or princess, a bit like Charles and Diana. It's a contract, and if it works, it works. A little bit like the Queen and Prince Philip. It's a contract. It's a contract. Those kind of circles, aristocratic circles, they don't marry for love. Love is pathetic to that kind of circle. Is weak. It's a weakness to have that. That because that kind of love does not last. But what does last is like a partnership and a contract kind of thing. Okay. So what I'm picking up here is that and I know some of you are not going to like this, but some of you will like it who actually follow the Sussex'S and Archie, is that the Sussex'S and Archie and the Sussex family are going to excel Kate and William, and there's nothing that anybody can do to stop them, because they're going to have they're going to really get very popular, and that's what I'm picking up here. Okay, I do get another child, a second child. I get a daughter. The second one will be a little girl. Okay, that's what I pick up. The second one will be a girl. Really, really cute, guys. Really cute. That little girl will get absolutely ruined. Okay, and Harry will spoil that child so much. I think as long as the contract goes well, if Harry's willing to move to Malibu, uh, which he's quite happy to do, because they will have a ranch there, they will have horses, he will have his polo horses. If they partly move to Africa, in Africa, they also have polo matches. They've got the polo sports there, which he loves, his horses. He's going to have his children, a beautiful wife. What more could he actually want? I think the contract between them will go well. Meghan is going to elevate Harry from this fool, from this clown that the English public feel that he is, and he's happy with that contract, I feel. Yeah, I do. Lovely properties too. Lovely properties. So Harry's good. Meghan will spoil Harry. She's great in the bedroom. There's horse. He's going to get horses, the cars, and all of this kind of thing. Maseratis, Bentleys, you name it. And they're going to have a private beach. I see that too in Malibu. I see like a private beach of their own. Oh gosh, the birthday parties, Archie's birthday parties, they're going to be so elaborate. There's nothing that the royal family can do to stop this. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll see later on how the marriage goes. But as far as it goes for the next I get to next 4 years, things are going to be okay for the Sussex'S. Okay. They're not bothered about the rules and regulations. So that is something to watch here. The Sussex'S are going to rule. They are going to rule. And there's no doubt about it. Archie is going to be one of the most famous boys in the world, men in the world, and he's going to be the most eligible bachelor in the world. Obviously, going to be very rich. That's going to be made sure of. Now, I want to also look into another reading, which is about Thomas Markle. I think is there any chance of him seeing his grandson? I said no. I said no. And I don't feel that's going to happen for some time, okay, because of what he's done. I don't see that. It's quite a way down the line here, but I feel eventually what I pick up intuitively with Thomas is I see him, because they're going to excel, they're going to become billionaires. I feel that eventually Meghan, once she gets settled into this role here, and kind of feels like she's in control, I feel the father will say, look, I'm sorry for what I did. It was a mistake. Also, Samantha is also saying this, that I'm not going to publish this book. It was a mistake. I will be committed to supporting you and supporting each other as a family when it gets to that point, and it will get to that point, okay. Further down the line, I get in about 18 months to 2 years, I feel that Thomas will start to receive a good kind of allowance from Meghan. In fact, I think she will buy him a property. I feel that she will buy him a car, she will buy him bodyguards and look after her father eventually, in about two years' time, not before that. I think once they've made their money, you will see him in the best clothes. I see him with a hat on, like a rain mac. I see him with a hat, like a hat that's a rain hat, but an expensive like rain hat, and a rain mac, and him being very happy. He's lost a bit of weight. He's got a beard. Thank you, Lady Chatterley, for your donation. I see him with a beard and a rain hat on, and like a country kind of coat. And I think he's going to accept an allowance and be brought into that family eventually, but after about 2 years, and he's going to be very, very happy, is Thomas, okay. Hospital bills, making sure he gets the best medical care and all of that kind of thing. And Samantha, I think they're going to be brought into the family, but they've got to stop talking about them. If you're watching this, Samantha, don't get that book published. Reach out to your sister and say to her, look, I'm committed to actually being a very kind of I'm sorry for what we did, and we got carried away with that moment, but now I think we're committed as a family of working strong together, and there's going to be no more of this. And I think eventually they will be brought into, especially the dad. I seen what looked. I don't think Harry's going to let that happen. The dad being alone, dying alone. He's going to make sure he gets the best care, and he can come to wherever when they're there. So that's going to happen. I get 2 to 3 years into the future. Okay. So let's have a look at some of your comments here. I hope you enjoyed this intuitive insights today. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not too well, actually. Yeah, I am still struggling, and I'm sorry I look terrible here. Oh, I see some nice cars, guys. I see some very playful sports cars and that kind of thing. A daughter, yes. I get Noel. The thing is with a daughter, Noel, I don't feel her daughter knows that. I don't feel her daughter knows that Meghan is her mother. I think that's all very private. It's all very hush hush. So I think that's why they don't say anything, is because Noel doesn't know. And, you know, they don't want to upset her, but she's kind of, with the speculations going around, I think she's kind of wanting to know. Okay, actually, Meghan will actually look after her, Noel. She will look after Noel. She will, you know, make sure that she will be looked after. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up. This is looking pretty good for the Sussex'S, okay, and Archie and a daughter. I see a daughter for the future, and they can actually pick up to. They can choose the sex of the children now because it's all, if it's IVF. I do get that she will carry. I feel that she will carry that child, the next one. I do. I don't know why I think that. I just get that. Okay. Next one will be a daughter. That family, the Sussex'S, are going to do very well. And billionaires, I get billionaires, properties, and very happy for the next 4 years. So, but there's going to be lots of, they're going to exceed the Cambridges. They don't want to be, the Sussex'S do not want to be, they don't want to be like the Cambridges. They don't want to be, the Sussex'S don't want to keep it low key. They don't want to keep it low key. They're not. You see, Meghan is not an aristocrat. She wants to flaunt the whole lot, you know, and show the world that she's going to look after her dad. Show the world that she will bring a family into the fold eventually. Show that her dad is going to be walking around in great kind of clothes, and she will look after her dad eventually. Nice property, and all of that. I feel that they will have to do that because they are going to be really big. No, we haven't seen Archie yet. We're not going to see Archie until I actually do. I do agree with that, Jacob. Sam is going to be paid off. She's going to be paid more than she would get for these books. Okay. So I feel that. Okay, so I don't know about all of the Markle family, but certainly the father will get taken care of. Noel will get taken care of, and you know, and I feel that Samantha will be taken care of in some way. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did get some intuitive energies, and I wanted to share that with you. So let's see what goes on next, because I do get this war here between the Instagram and and the Cambridge's Twitter account, because there is this bitter resentment that they were actually taken off the Kensington Palace Twitter and the Buckingham Palace Twitter. Well, they don't care. The Sussex'S don't care. They're going to be bigger than any of them, and they're going to prove that. Okay, they're going to prove that. So, what can I say, guys? All I can say is I have to be non-biased. Um, I have to be non-biased. I would say good luck to them. Good luck to the Sussex'S. Good luck to, that lovely baby that they've got, whether it's a surrogate or whether, a surrogate born baby. I would say I'm pretty open-minded, and I would say good luck to them, because they are going to be bigger than. I don't see a divorce, not for because it's a partnership. It's a partnership. It's a partnership, and it's a contract. And when it's a partnership and a contract, it generally works for a while anyway. Okay. Yeah, and God bless to the surrogate. So we'll see what else goes on here. And no, I don't see a divorce close. Not as yet. Okay. So I'm going to say, guys, thank you for being here. Okay. The Sussex'S are going to rule. Okay, and it's the end of this royal era, as far as the Cambridges wanting to be more upfront and more kind of popular than the Sussex'S. It's not going to happen. Okay. So no separation. No separation. I don't pick up on separation. So sending you guys, lots of love, lots of blessings, and I'll keep you informed, okay, of what happens next, okay. I don't feel this an annulment. No, I don't get that. Okay, so sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and I'm just going to take a couple of days to get better, and I'll be back with you, okay. And bye for now. Bye. Sorry, everyone, with the coughing.